Real quick, if you're a longtime viewer of my channel, you may have already seen a video titled, "Thanks for an amazing first year on YouTube." So you're probably wondering, why am I making the same video twice? Well, I actually forgot I made that video, and also that video is not a first year. It is technically, so what it is I started my channel in late 2020 or mid 2020, I believe. Yes. No, early 2020. I'm stupid. Whatever. And that calendar, me making that video was the calendar year of it. You know, like rolling over the calendar into next year. So it wasn't a full year. Now it's been a full year. So this is me basically doing it again. My brother's playing guitar. With that said, sorry, but this one's longer and better. So on with the video. Remember when I used this music and this background? 1 year and about 1 month ago, I officially started my YouTube channel. I say officially because I don't count those videos of me playing Pokemon Black and White and recording it off my phone. Yep, this is where it all actually started. The Ninetales strat video, 1 minute and 54 seconds of probably some of the worst voiceover work and B-roll you'll ever see. Back when I used mostly pictures because I felt bad about using other people's footage. I couldn't use my own since I didn't have the tools necessary. Still don't. I really need to fix that. The Elgato's too expensive. Back then, I would say my videos were subpar at best. I sound like I'm recording in a library. My voice is so quiet and dull. It's night and day looking back. I even limited myself to only typing out 1 page per script, so once I got close to the end, I just rushed the rest of it. For the first few months, I was recording all of my videos in my brother's closet. A real recording booth, yeah. He would also edit all of my videos, but he didn't know where I wanted to put the pictures and where to stop them and what picture to put next. So while he would edit, I would sit right next to him and just tell him what to do, which was mainly me yelling, "Pause!" telling him to go back a bit in the audio and then what picture to place there, rinse and repeat until the video was done. It was probably the most archaic way of editing a video on YouTube. And speaking of archaic, my thumbnails. Dear Lord, what was I thinking? Back then, my profile pic was the cover car for Forza Motorsport 7, which is a 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Catchy, rolls right off the tongue. It's actually still the picture I use for my Discord, which you should join, by the way, link in the description. I'll call this era of thumbnails the Dark Ages. So, I would take my profile pic, put it in the bottom right corner of the thumbnail, put the topic of the video in the space next to it, and then have some text in the top left. How did I continue to grow as a channel when every new viewer saw this? The thumbnail of a video is arguably more important than the video itself. I can make a 20+ minute video with some of my best script writing, best editing, best ever, but if that thumbnail doesn't cut it, it doesn't matter as much as it would. Yet, here I am making these travesties. The black background, the text is too small, and the inconsistencies of the topic picture. If you look, you'll see that some of the pictures have faded edges while others don't. I change it like every time. I must have eventually thought to myself, how can this get any worse? Because I then decided to put a face on the profile pic, which just added a whole new layer of stupid with it. My worst offender has got to be this. What was I thinking? This is a perfect example of what not to do when making a thumbnail. It looks like the video came out in 2007, and that's being generous. It looks like I made an 8-year-old make a thumbnail who then made a 4-year-old make the thumbnail. It's ridiculously awful. Before the Dark Ages, there was a brief time when I didn't do those kinds of thumbnails, and that was also when I found my first taste of minimal YouTube success. The Two Guys Sonic commercial blew up, with it probably being my most positively received video as well. Few people disagree with the sentiment I share in this video. On the other hand, just one video after that is one of my most split videos. Lego Indiana Jones 2 Why It Sucks is pretty poorly received. It still has more likes than dislikes, but the comments are very vocal against me. It was definitely my first taste of backlash, I'd say, and it wouldn't be the last. A lot of videos that were uploaded during this time, again, like I said, subpar at best. My scripts were simple, my reviews were very bare bones, and my vocab was beyond limited. It was anything goes. I'm either reviewing movies, games, specific things in movies or games. I talk about Steven Universe's awful fan base, to the time Max Goof was made into a lumber sexual, to reading Big Nate erotica, to talking about that one time they killed Planters Peanuts. It was a mess. It was such a mess. I was more indecisive than a simp debating whether or not to donate to Pokimane or Belle Delphine. My thought process was most likely to cover all bases, all topics, to create a wide audience of viewers that would eventually stay for me, and not just the topics of the videos. I had it all figured out. You can call me the master planner. The Max Goof video is actually one of the few videos I made during this time that I can call really special. I can go back and watch it and see no issues. Others being the Big Nate versus Dire and Wimpy Kid video, that's another successful one. The Planters Peanuts video, that one was just fun to make. And the shipping video, all great in my humble opinion. My very humble opinion, as you can tell, because this entire video is just me talking about myself. After a while, my thumbnails got marginally better, I'd say. We'll call this era the Galaxy Age. I ditched the profile pic, changed it for my sad looking self. I changed the background from black to a colorful, vibrant galaxy, and because of the aforementioned profile pic taking a hike, the text was able to get bigger and I could add a black outline to it. It's also during this time I began to edit my own videos and record in my room, which is where I've stayed since. I'd honestly say my videos got better too. I added better B-roll during the Dark Ages, which continued through here. I started uploading memes, many of which I'm very proud of. Scripts were gradually getting longer, which meant I was able to just have more content in each video. This is also when I debuted a new kind of content, the Commentary Chronicles, where my brother and I would watch a movie and give commentary on it. Shocker. I came up with the idea from other YouTube creators doing it, and I also wanted to include my brother in my videos in some way, and also to give myself some semblance of a break as I was uploading bi-daily during this time. All of them are pretty up there in terms of favorites for my channel. They've proven to be decently successful in terms of views, you know, compared to my view count overall, and they're great ways to show people how unfunny I actually am. You also get to hear this stupid little laugh I do at the end of every sentence, for real. Even when I say something that is just not funny in the slightest, I add a slight laugh at the end of what I say. It sounds like I'm clearing my throat. It's stupid. It's something like like that, exactly that, and I do that every time. It's insane. In all seriousness though, if you're a new viewer, I recommend you do give them a watch. They're honestly good background noise, if I do say so myself. Again, in my humble opinion. Few fun facts about the Commentary Chronicles. Originally, it was going to be a buddy of mine who would provide the commentary with me, but he couldn't make it. We were going to watch this thing called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Coming Out of Their Shells, which was a live musical featuring the Ninja Turtles, of course. It's stupid, it's cheesy, it's awful, so it's perfect for Commentary Chronicles, and I'm gonna be doing one on it soon. Another fun fact about the Chronicles, I guess you could call it fun, most of them were such a pain to upload because they would immediately get blocked for having the audio and the video of the film, obviously, but they all fall under fair use due to the commentary we provide. So I'd upload it, then it'd immediately get blocked, and I have to put up an appeal and explain that what I did was actually legal. It happened with the B movie, Elmo and Grouchland. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, and every time I'd have to play the dumbest game of Ace Attorney with them and wait until they'd accept my appeal. This is also the era where I made my biggest mistake. I horribly conveyed my opinion on the internet. It's one thing to have a hot take, but a hot take that you defend using a flawed argument was a recipe for disaster. I've said it many times before, but the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe meta video is really bad. My arguments are just not that sound, despite the fact that my take, i.e. the meta being trash, is objectively true, quite honestly. The game only having one competitively viable option in a game with so many possible combinations makes it trash, and I didn't even bring up that point in the video. Just goes to show my amazing critiquing skills. That video is both a travesty and one of my most popular. It's a shame. Other videos worth mentioning that I made during this time, for being good, not being controversial: the School Days video, the Mario and Sonic video, the Future Diary video, the Toys to Life video, the second angriest comment thread, that's another popular one, Blobby and Friends. All of those videos I hold close to my heart for one reason or another. And finally, we come to the current era, which I'll dub the knows what I'm doing era. Catchy, isn't it? Or KWID for short. So, like I said, this is the era we're in now, where I would say I'm most definitely at my best, which is the same as saying the best part about Sonic 06 is the gameplay, even when that isn't saying much because the whole game is trash. My thumbnails have finally taken on a decent look, and I'm going to be sticking with this style for as long as I can. I mean, look at this. this is legit, if I do say so myself, and I do. The editing has gotten better, I've finally gotten comfortable with my voice, as you can tell right now, and I basically record the audio the same way I normally speak, like an idiot. It was also during this time I finally stopped uploading bi-daily, which has been nothing but a net positive, let me tell you. I can pace myself, I can take more days off to come up with the next video and give more time to it, making it overall better than if I had rushed it in a day like before. When I was doing it bi-daily, scripts were simple, they were shorter, and I was making the entire video in a day. I was juggling school as well. Now, I'm not saying it was soul-crushing by any means, but it really meant that I could never fully enjoy a day all to myself, because I would either be working on a video or thinking, what's the next video I'm gonna make? Slowing my uploads has made for the biggest improvement on my content, and I'm glad I've changed to a slower schedule. This is also the time I'm getting way more experimental with my content. The memes are still here, I got a camera, I got a green screen, both of which I've taken decent advantage of. I've been streaming, and those have gone way better than I expected. Chat is amazing, and my gameplay isn't too shabby either. Keep patting myself on the back. I did a collab with my buddy Joe Bossa. Subscribe to his channel, link in the description. I even did something I never thought I'd have the talent enough to do. I made a YouTube poop, which was of Swoozy's 2 girls 1 cup of ice video, and let me tell you, I am so proud of it. It's easily one of my favorite videos I've ever done. I made a short film. That was terrible. The wind was constantly blowing. My acting is atrocious. It's just a train wreck. I made a fight scene with my buddy Braden, which actually turned out better than expected. Action is something I've always wanted to do, and hope one day I can get to a point where it's seen as top-notch. The green screen videos are also videos I hold in high regard. The topics I discuss are stupid. The green screen isn't the best, but I love them. They were so fun, and I had a much more looser, freer feel when making them. Honestly, with the previous eras, there's only a few videos I can look at and say, yes, go back and watch it, it's worth your time. But with the KWID era, I can honestly recommend every single one I've made. I love all of them. Some highlights though, and there are a lot of them, would be the Jake from State Farm vid, the 1 Billion Lions vid, the Chemical Plant Experience was a ton of fun to make, the 3rd Angriest Comment thread, the Metamorphosis vid, oh god, the FNAF Sister Location vid, the Mike and Melissa vid, Schmoovin is pretty good, the 2nd video I made on Persona 4, Irrelevancy in Gaming, Relevancy in Gaming, and Controversy in Gaming I hold to be my greatest video essays. Relevancy in Gaming especially, that video is my baby, and I love it. The 3D Pokemon vid, the vid where I rank the rosters from every Mario side game. Pokemon Fans Be Like is another one of my most popular, Kazuya and Smash, and finally, most recently, Discord Convos. All of these videos I loved making and are extremely proud of, and I hope one day more people see them. Well, that's about it. This video's gone on for 12 minutes, and it's just me talking about myself. Whatever. Also, this music I'm using right now, it's Pokemon X and Y's version of Jubilife City. It's so good. I use it all the time. But I digress. If you'll please hear me talk about myself for just a bit longer, starting YouTube a little over a year ago and seeing me actually gain some traction has been a genuine high point in my life. Every subscriber I get, I smile. Every comment I get, I smile. Even some of the negative ones, because they're pretty funny. The support I have gotten from you guys has been truly amazing. I know I sound like every YouTuber here, but it's the truth. It is the honest truth, and I wish I could thank all of you individually from the bottom of my heart. Maybe when I get 10K, I can read out everyone's username on stream or something. It's been a fun ride. One I intend to keep going. I have no intention of stopping, and hope you guys are there with me all the way through. And I'm going to go off script for a bit because I just read that entire thing. But seriously, no, seriously. I know I say this like every time I hit a milestone or something. I can't stress it. I can't. I just can't express my thanks for you guys. I know it's such a, I've said this before, it's such a weird dream to have. YouTube's inconsistent, and it's not the best job to have, if we're being quite honest, but it's something I've wanted to do. I see the freedom that people have when making content, and I want to make that, and I see the positive reinforcement they get in the comments, and I want to see that, and I want to see people watching my content and having it be an improvement on their day and their situation. I want to make content people like. I want to make content I like, and I've been able to do that without, if I never got off the ground, if I was still making videos and I never got to 100, 200, 300, 400 eventually 1K, which I never thought I'd do, I would have quit. And that's because I wouldn't have had people telling me how much they like my content and they sub because they like my content and continuing to watch my content. That is I'm not really a mushy person. It's hard for me to get mushy sometimes, but genuinely I appreciate every single supportive comment you guys have given me, and I want to keep doing this for as long as I can. Thank you. I'm kind of tearing up. Oh God. Thank you. But with that all said, I'm easily easy, and I'll see you next time.